How's it going, everyone? It's Ben Foggins, Media Corner, back again with a brand new video for today. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time for this new episode for this series, it's going to be my review on the 2024 neo-noir action thriller, and that is Monkey Man. Now, this is directed by Dev Patel, and this is actually his directorial debut, and he's also the main star of the film, where he plays a young man who's about to unleash a campaign of vengeance against the corrupt leaders who were responsible for murdering his mother when he was a child, and they continue to systematically victimize the poor and the powerless. So that's pretty much the story of Monkey Man. Now, I was looking forward to this movie since this was a new action thriller, but at the very start, I didn't even know this film was going to be that, because at the very start, I thought this film was going to be like a psychological thriller when I first saw the posters for this movie, like this one. But it was just up until when I first saw the first trailer for this movie, I immediately found out what kind of film this was at the last minute. And I was surprised that Dev Patel was going to be the main star of the film, and when it comes to him as an actor, I think he's an incredible actor, and he's one of my favorites. Like, I loved him in movies such as Lion, The Green Knight, and Slumdog Millionaire, which that was actually the very first thing that introduced me to him as an actor. And when I found out he was also going to be behind the camera for this film, I was really excited to see what he was going to do behind the camera for this film, since this is his directorial debut here. And I was also surprised that Jordan Peele was going to be one of the few producers with this film, since his production company, Monkey Paw, was also behind this film. And what I also found out about this film is that this film was originally going to be a Netflix film until Jordan Peele was like, no, we're going to put this in the cinemas, which that was actually a good thing. And this film came out on the 5th of April, which it came out on the exact same day as The First Omen, which I went to see that film the next day after I saw this movie. And so I did see this film on opening day in a pretty packed screening, but it wasn't like a full house or anything. But after watching this whole movie here, I could definitely tell you guys that this film was indeed a lot of fun here. I had a blasting good time here with Monkey Man here. For Dev Patel's performance as the lead star of the movie, he was terrific in the movie, and yet he's also a badass when it comes to him in the action scenes, in which when it comes to those moments in this movie, they were just immediately a lot of fun here, and yet they're so brutal as well, just like John Wick. And this film just instantly gave me those vibes as I was watching this film, because like the best way I can describe what this whole movie is like here, it's basically like John Wick again, but it's an Indian style. And I would even say as well, like the action scenes in this film are just even way more brutal than John Wick. And when it comes to those directed moments in this film here, they were just well made here from Dev Patel's direction here. Like, he did a really great job for putting a whole lot of hard work into this movie here when it comes to some like the John Wick like action sequences here. And from what I've heard as well, like while making this film, like for those moments, like he did get injured while making those moments. Like he broke his hand really badly while making those moments. But still, though, Dev Patel did a really great job of putting a whole lot of hard work into this movie here for like the action sequences and everything else he was able to put out here with this movie here. And there are times where the film does use a bit of like handy cam, like shaky cam and all of that. Like, there were times where it isn't too bad, but there were times where I felt it was a bit rough because it was kind of hard for me to see what was going on here. And that's the only gripe I do have with the movie here. And there are times where we see him, like, in the ring where he wears his monkey mask. And, where we see him, like, fighting a bunch of fighters and stuff. And those moments I thought were just a lot of fun, yet so brutal as well. And there are times where the film does use a bit of social commentary here, and I thought those moments were just were well executed here, and it's most like in the second half of the film when we see all that here. But overall, in the end, guys, Monkey Man, I just immediately had a great time with this movie. This was just another great blast for me to watch on the big screen for this year. And if you're overall a huge fan of like these kind of action movies since John Wick, or you're a fan of like Dev Patel, this is one you truly don't want to miss out for yourselves here. And I cannot wait to see what Dev Patel will do in the future as a director here, because for what he did for the first time around for being a director with this movie, he just immediately did a really great job for what he was able to put out with this movie here, from putting a whole lot of hard work into this movie here. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Monkey Man. I'm going to give Monkey Man 4.5 out of 5. Yep, this movie was indeed a blast for me to watch on the big screen here, and like I said before, I cannot wait to see what Dev Patel will do in the future as a director here as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching for my AK After I Saw review on Monkey Man, and let me know what you think of this movie if you have seen this already, or if you just recently checked out this film. Did you have a blast with this, or was this not really a popcorn treat? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Foggins Media Corner signing off.